What is up, everybody? Welcome to another trade recap. It's Friday, December 13th. Um, and we couldn't have ended the week any better, honestly. For a Friday with no news and being at all time highs, I think we executed perfectly. Um, and we ended the week all green in profits. No L's this week, thankfully. Um, and yeah, so getting straight into it, right? Starting off with our high time frame confluences. today's trade was a bit different, and I'll explain why. So coming into the 4 hour, and there was only these 4 hour lows. There wasn't really no highs because again we were sitting at all time highs. Um, and that was pretty much it for the 4 hour. Scaling down further into the 1 hour, we had these 1 hour lows, 1 hour lows right here, and the 1 hour highs at the time that I got into the market or hopped onto the market. Right, so we had these two fair value gaps or imbalances left behind, and this imbalance was kind of like my main focus. Because why? Because we had a low with an imbalance, making it like a magnet for price to be drawn to, right? So with that being said, right, we got our confluences on our high time frame. We scale down to the 5 minute, and we're watching price. What was I looking for on the 5 minute? I'm looking for a sweep of liquidity, right, which is this 1 hour low, and a tap into the fair value gap. In this case, we got both, right? We got a sweep, a tap into it, and a rejection out of it. Perfect. That's like top tier right there. Why was I interested in taking this trade? Again, I took this trade right at market open. Damn near, yeah. Like 5 minutes into market open. Because we had tapped in and sweep liquidity, and we hadn't made the move yet, right? Right when it tapped in, it made the move. Again, this was like at 9:30 when the move was finally completed with its candle closed. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm open to look at a trade. Again, the market's open. We're getting our orders in, and the move is barely being made to the upside. As you can see, we got a straight reversal, but it's barely being made into the upside. So when the move is yet to be made, so the imbalance or this area of liquidity hasn't been mitigated yet, right? So let's say, how can I give this an example of this? For example, like this. Let me just use this small little area. So let's say this is pre-market, this is market open. As you can see, we got tap into it, market open over here. The move is already made. If it taps into it again, I'm disregarding that because the imbalance has already been mitigated right here, and it's already made its initial move, which we were trying to catch, or I was trying to catch. That's what I try to catch. When I'm taking trades, right at market open. Other than that, I never take trades at market open. I let price, play out. But whenever I see my setup, I take it. Yeah. So tapped into it, swept liquidity, and got a candle closer to the upside. At that point, this was like 9:30. You're literally market open. I was like, okay. I'm open to looking at the 1 minute to catch a trade. What do I see? We get order block that came and swept the liquidity and tapped into the fair value gap, right? And we got price shooting up. Again, I didn't see no fair value gap. We did get across the EMAs. And again, we were not overly bought yet. Again, because we were at all-time highs, I was pretty cautious. And I wasn't aiming for huge profits. So I seen this bearish candle, right? Literally tap into the order block and reject, right? Completely get a green closure out of it. This candle was like up here where I filled in my order and I hopped in the market. Stops were initially right here, right at the end of or right at the start of this order block. Because again, if it comes right back into it, then my trade is invalidated, my trade idea. So this was like the initial trade, and I brought my stops a little closer up after we hit first TP. First TP was at the 101. So enter right here. Stop. We're literally at the beginning of this order block again, because if it taps into it again, my trade ID is invalidated. Take profits at a 101, which is right here. Literally in one whole solid move, or two solid moves. If I can just, right here, these highs. And then second TP was right here at these 1 hour highs. And then final TP, because I let a little runner, I was just going for a straight two, around two to one, because again, we were at all-time highs. It could reverse at any minute because we have nothing on the left side to target, right? There's no imbalance, there's no liquidity, because that's what we usually, target. Think of this side like the fish in the sea, and that's what you're trying to go for. If we have no price action on the left side to target, chances are we're gonna reverse, and literally that's what happened. Because again, we had all these imbalances on the bottom that needed to get taken out, and we had liquidity that needed to be swept, right? Orders to get filled. But yeah, as soon as we got the 101, brought stops a little bit up, and then once we hit the second take profit, break even, let a little runner. And yeah, that was the trade for today that I took. If I can just, I want to go back to, yeah, there we go. For 2.56 to 1. Which I'm happy about. Again, we're all-time highs. I just let a little runner. I wasn't going for anything crazy. I could have let the runner go all the way, but because of how violent these moves were, I thought maybe like we get this whole push up and then push right back down. So I really was just happy with whatever. And again, we were overbought as well right at this point, which made me again also take my final take profit right here because of how overbought we were. And yeah, so that covers the trade for the day. December has been so good to us. I forgot how many trades I've taken. I've probably taken like let me double check. I've taken like about 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades in total. 1 loss. So 5 wins, 1 loss. Win rate of like around 80% so far for the month, which is really good. I'm happy. Waiting for my setup, not rushing anything. I go into the market with the idea that I'm not going to take a trade. So if I see my setup, I'm like, okay, good. Like, it's just like, what's the word? It's like normal to me. Like, it's, I just see it and I'm okay, I take it. But yeah, next week we have flash manufacturing on Monday, core retail sales on Tuesday, Wednesday FOMC I'm not trading. Thursday we have unemployment claims and existing home sales, which should be interesting. And then Friday, consumer sentiment and core price index. So interesting week coming up. Hopefully we can keep the win streak going. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Have any questions, anything, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. These videos are made as my trading journals because I wish I had found somebody like this who would just literally brain dump and just kind of give their whole brain dump into of the market on a video, which would help me understand. So this is why I make these videos, which I feel like I've explained in previous videos. But yeah, thank you guys and peace.